Thanks.
You're welcome. No one's ever thanked me for being pushy before.
I only made peace with Ivy because of one accident. When I was little, I kindly shared my food with her, but she came back with her whole family and took over this place. All the food our family had stored for generations was wiped out. Our people were forced into the dark, damp underground, and from then on, we could only survive on their leftovers. Because of that, my father could barely even look at me. Years later, I ran into Ivy again, and the moment we saw each other, we started fighting. In the chaos, I fell into a tree hollow and accidentally touched a magic pod. The next second, I turned into Ivy. My family mistook me for the enemy and pushed me straight off a cliff. When I woke up, I realized she was the one who saved me. To turn back into myself, I quietly went to the riverbank to look for clues. And somehow the huge fish in the river knew where the pod was. When I finally found the magical pod, Ivy grabbed it first, and we accidentally switched bodies. To get back to normal, we had no choice but to find that big fish again. But halfway there, we ran into the red leaf wolves. Ivy and I had to run for our lives. And in the end, we were forced to jump off a cliff. At the critical moment, Ivy guided me. And I finally spread my wings and flew. Only later did I learn what she had been going through.
I was the oldest, so, it was on me to find food for my sisters, so they didn't starve. Not that they appreciate it for a second, of course. They just think of me as a bossy, annoying big sis.
The next day, we arrived where the pod was hidden, only to discover it was actually the red leaf wolf's den. Just when we had no idea how to get inside, that big fish followed us there and decided to risk itself to help us. Ivy was moved by its kindness and planned to bring back a pod for it.
How are you gonna distract the wolves?
I'm gonna be their lunch.
While the wolf pack chased after the big fish, Ivy and I quietly slipped into the den. But inside, there was only one magic pod left, and our friendship began to fall apart because of it. The little Puku who taught you how to open the piplets, that was me. You ate everything. You ran us underground, and now we live off your scraps. My dad told me that outsiders weren't to be trusted, but I didn't listen. I never listened. And it's all my fault, because I was so gullible and naive and stupid. We're not gonna survive the winter. Do you understand that? We're gonna starve. Just then, the red leaf wolves suddenly came back. In the panic, we both touched the pod at the same time and somehow turned into the same kind of fish as it. But the big fish told us not to be afraid. Then it brought us back to where the pod was. Ivy and I finally returned to our own bodies. But when it was the big fish's turn to change back, something went terribly wrong.
Maybe I could just become the Fire Wolf.
Boogle?
There was never Boogle. There was only ever me.